Alright. We once again start with this game. I'm thinking about doing a double stream where I start off with this game and then move on. I think we just talked to Yuki. So yeah, I think I'm gonna play this game first. Someone appears to be inside. Since it's a unisex bathroom, I don't know who's actually in there. Hey, is someone in there? We knocked on the door and tried calling out to whoever was on the other side, but for this one I'm probably not gonna do really like voice acting because I'm just really tired and a lot has been happening. So sorry about that, but there's no response. This is going nowhere. I guess we should give up for now and check on it later. Yeah, you're right. So, yeah,
Hajime.
The old building's circuit breaker should be inside this office. Circuit breaker, huh? It might be related to the blackout. So it's better if we check out the circuit breaker first. I think this is the circuit breaker. Right here. That must be this old building's circuit breaker. The blackout probably happened because of this.
I see.
Doesn't look like someone did anything to it. Nothing else looks suspicious either. The circuit breaker is pretty high up. Even if you use a stepladder, you won't reach it. Yeah, I totally agree. That's why it's so mysterious. Well, during the blackout, I was panicking so bad I forgot about that, but you're right. Even with the stepladder, there's no way you'd be able to reach that circuit breaker. Which means someone must have reset the breaker after the blackout, but who? I did it. Ah, it's here.
Actually,
You idiots had no idea what to do about the blackout, so I'm the one who reset the circuit breaker. Ah, by the way, I'm not the one who tripped the breaker. The killer did that, of course. But how did someone as small as you reset the breaker? Well, firstly, my eyes work real good at night, so I have no trouble seeing in the dark. And if you want to know how to reach the circuit breaker, my body stretches. You know, I'm very elastic.
I won't be fooled.
Liar. I'm serious, wanna see? Wanna see a version of Monokuma with his body all stretched out? It's gross, it's grotesque. No thanks. Just imagining it makes me want to puke. Oh really? Such a shame.
so cool.
Still, don't you think Monokuma's such a nice guy? In a popularity contest, he'd take first place.
I see.
What the hell? So he's the one who reset the breaker? Well, in that case, I'm convinced. There's no way we'd be able to reach that. If that's the case, how did the killer trip the circuit breaker? If they didn't trip it, or set it to be tripped. This remote control is for the office's air conditioning. Huh? The timer here is set to 11:30 p.m. Wasn't the timer for the air conditioner in the dining hall also set for that time? It can't be a coincidence, right? Yep. Oh, the case. This Sterling case should contain all the dangerous items Byakuya collected. We should check inside, just to be safe. But it's locked.
Yep.
Byakuya had the key to this particular Durlinian case with him. Check it out. I brought it with me, so there's no need to worry. Hey, is it okay to take that key without permission? I mean, we're investigating, Hajime. It's okay.
Now.
It's forbidden to tamper with the crime scene, but if we don't, we can't check inside this case, right? So, I should open it. This guy, he doesn't feel any remorse.
See?
See? It's open. Forbidden forks, knives... Wait, what? Forks, kitchen knives, iron skewers, and various tools were crammed inside. But it's not possible that the killer took anything from here, because the key to this case was inside the case Byakuya had with him. I guess. You're right about that. I see the Monokuma.
I've been found.
You have been found. I spotted you. Okay, so we already did the circuit breaker. There's something else behind him. Hold on. The desk. This is the desk the staff used for busy work. There's nothing in particular that catches my eye. Okay, so let's talk.
Maybe.
Hey, isn't Peko the killer? Why do you think that?
mean,
Well, she wandered off somewhere even though she was supposed to be in the office. When we were looking for Byakuya after the blackout, I went to the office right away, but when I got here, she was gone.
no.
I shouldn't say this too loudly or else Miss Sonia will yell at me. Peko's probably the one who tripped the circuit breaker and used the blackout to her advantage to kill Byakuya. And don't you think she looks kind of ruthless too? Like an assassin, right? Well, it's not like you look any better. I can already tell you doubt me, correct? Huh? However, it does not surprise me. An unexpected blackout occurred, and during that time, Byakuya was killed. The circuit breaker is in this office. Naturally, I look suspicious, since I was supposed to be in here.
Wait.
Supposed to be here? Does that
I
mean...
see.
So I was right. You weren't in the office. But why? Weren't you supposed to guard the circuit breaker and the durlinium case with all the weapons in it? So where'd you run off to on your own? Well, that is... Ugh. Peko suddenly dropped to one knee and started groaning on the spot. Hey, what happened? No, I am just not feeling too well. I apologize, but excuse me.
What the heck?
Excuse me? What was that? Peko, it appears the bathroom inside this old building is currently occupied, so I recommend either the hotel lobby or your cottage. Huh? Seems like it will be a tough path. With cold sweat dripping from her forehead, Peko wobbled out of the office. What happened to her? It's kind of hard for me to say it myself. I already feel bad enough for Peko as it is. What does that mean? I mean, is it cool? She didn't, like, run away or something.
Right.
Because if she ran away, she's obviously the killer. I'm almost positive. Is that really what it is?
Now then,
I guess we're done with the office. Don't you think so? We should get going now. Yeah. Peko Yama looking mighty suspicious. I don't know why though. I mean, I do know why, but... Okay, Haji. Sonia. Hi, Sonia. There's something I want to ask you. What is it?
It is strange, no?
It appears that only the wall is a different color and material, but why is that? Oh, it's probably a fire door. Fire door? You've never seen one before? It's a door that shuts to keep fire from spreading by containing it. If that happens, you can run away, right?
Yeah.
I see. It is like a barrier, just like lining up plastic bottles around the house. That's only done to keep cats from getting in. You know about keeping cats from getting inside, but you don't know about fire doors?
I am ashamed.
Truly, I am culturally ignorant. I am ashamed of myself. Fire door. Wait, so, kitchen. Let's go into the kitchen. Hey, were you in the kitchen during the blackout territory? That blackout totally startled me. At first I thought it was just in the kitchen, but when I finally managed to get out of the kitchen, the hallway was pitch black too. And then I heard everybody's voices, so I fumbled along the wall and tried to feel my way to the dining hall. But that place was pitch black too. It was like pitch black everywhere. Couldn't you have used that kitchen stove as light?
No.
Ah, that's impossible. This gas stove needs electricity to work, so it was directly affected by the blackout. I see. Then I guess it's not possible. Since you work with fire in the kitchen, I figured you'd be able to use it as a light source or something, but I guess it's not that easy. Byakuya must have found food. Dangerous items. Well, just from reading through this list, it looks like the knife next to Byakuya's body didn't come from the kitchen. It appears to have been brought from outside. From outside? Then how did the killer get past Byakuya's body check?
That's weird.
Strange, isn't it? I mean, he didn't even go easy on the girls when he was performing the pat-downs. If that's the case, they probably brought the knife in advance and hid it somewhere. Still, it's surprising how much equipment this kitchen has. There are iron plates for barbecuing, and even a portable stove for cooking hot pots. But this is all stuff that doesn't pertain to the murder, so I guess it doesn't really matter. I agree. Isn't it amazing? That meat is so big, even I was shocked.
Guess that's about it.
It's a dish fit for a tropical island. I'd never be able to get meat like this in Ioma or Azubu. I'd never be able to get meat like this in my hometown, much less Ioma or Azubu. I get it, you don't have to repeat yourself, but it's so big. Where did you get it? I asked Nekomaru. Apparently he killed the cow at the ranch with his bare hands and brought it over. His bare hands? That's a little hard to believe, but it doesn't seem completely impossible either. Those hands of his, they look like they specialize in punching things. I wouldn't want to get punched by those hands. Seriously, Nekomaru's so wild. He's totally right at home in a country setting. I'm so jealous. My hometown is near Ioma and Azubu. Wow. So wild country things like that, they slip my mind a lot, you know?
Man.
Well, I guess this meat has gone to waste since this awfulness happened right when the party started. The only ones who ate any food were Kane and Peko, who took some portions for herself. Don't say that. After I worked so hard to cook the world's most refined party dishes, only 2 people actually tasted them.
Tell you the truth.
Well, it's not like I actually believe it, but if there really is a killer out there, I'll probably never be able to forgive that killer. He's scary when he's mad. I guess I'm pretty much finished investigating the kitchen for now. Nagito, let's get going.
Right.
Yeah, sure thing. Yes, Hajime, take charge. That's what I need from a Dangan Ronpa protagonist. I need them to take charge of the situation, okay? How come Byakuya was able to say something like that in the darkness? Like, what the hell? What's going on here? Or this is... It makes me wonder. This storage room is really dusty and dark.
Wow.
My hands were full cleaning the dining hall, so I couldn't even touch this room. It even has cobwebs. There's no way I could stay in here for a long time. I just went quiet. Are these irons? It looks like they were recently turned on, but why are there 3 irons on this ironing board? Just as I thought, your eyes don't miss a thing. When I was looking for Byakuya after the blackout, I also found these irons, but when I found them, all 3 of them were turned on. Turned on? It'd be bad if another blackout happened, so I turned them off, but doesn't this feel kind of sinister? Sinister. There's a huge piece of cloth randomly shoved in here. Is this a tablecloth? Oh, a tablecloth. Wait, huh? Hold on, there's something on it. Is this a blood stain? Huh? A blood stain? Come here, take a closer look. It's too dark. I can't really see that clearly. There's no mistaking it. This is clearly a blood stain, which means this tablecloth is connected to Byakuya's murder, right? That tablecloth has a blood stain on it, then it's a possibility. Seriously, it is a blood stain. And level 14. Stacks of clean tablecloths. It looks like they haven't been used yet. I guess there's nothing strange here. There's an awful lot of boxes. We don't have time to go through each and every one of them. I guess I should leave them alone. A wise decision.
Hajime.
Hey, Hajime, how much longer are you gonna stay in this dark place? You're just wasting your time. Let's move on and investigate other places already. I get it. You're right. Okay. Alright.
Yep.
Okay. It looks like we've pretty much finished looking around the old building. So how about we check out Byakuya's cottage? Byakuya's cottage? There might be clues there, so I thought it'd be good to check it out just in case. But I was scared I might encounter some danger if I went there by myself. Well, I don't really mind going there together, but aren't you worried about the possibility that I might be that danger? You mean, am I worried about you being the killer? To be honest, I don't think you're the killer. In fact, I can't even imagine it. It's like, instead of living with doubt in others, it's so much better to die believing in others. Don't talk like that. We're doing this so we can live, you know?
I see.
As I thought, you sure are strong. You are definitely the chosen one. Chosen by Hope's Peak Academy.
Alright.
Alright then, let's get going. To Byakuya's cottage. Yeah. I don't know why, but every time we talk, I don't really know how I'm supposed to react. The moment I left the old building, there was a strange scene unfolding before me.
Hey, what are you doing?
What am I doing, you say? Ha! Now that is truly a foolish question.
We're just checking to see if we can get under the floor from here.
Under the floor? Why?
Who said it was futile? Who decided it was impossible? How did you know I cannot recover my earring?
If it is possible to get under the floor, it'll change our understanding of the murder, I think. So I thought it was important to check it.
I see.
I see. Under the floor, huh? I never considered thinking of it like that. What do you mean?
See?
Come on, think about it.
Hey.
The carpet I laid didn't reach the table where we found Byakuya's body, right? And the dining hall had huge gaps between the floorboards. Then, is it possible that the killer killed Byakuya by stabbing him from beneath the floor? That's what I thought, so I'm trying to see if we can get under it from here. Well, I guess it's not possible to get under the floor from outside. The building is surrounded by firm fences, so there's no way to sneak under the floor from here. Even so, I couldn't find a way to get under the floor from inside the building either. Do you think there's a possibility that there's a hidden hole somewhere? No, that's not possible. Are you sure? At any rate, it seems you can't get under the floor from outside the building. That's a relief. Relief? Why? Because if you could get under the floor from outside, there'd only be one logical suspect. The only person who didn't come to the party and also doesn't have an alibi. Oh, right. Hiko. I suspected him too. That's why I was checking to see if it's possible to get under the floor from outside. Speaking of which, not long after I began guarding the entrance, Hiko came here. Huh? He did? Huh? What happened, Hiko? Oh hey. What are you doing here? All alone at a place like this?
Yep.
I'm standing guard so Monokuma doesn't come inside. Huh. How diligent of you.
Hey.
You're not coming to the party?
What are you saying?
Hell no. Not even if you paid me. Parties are stupid. They make me want to puke. You want to come to the party, right? Isn't that why you came here? Of course not. I was just going for a damn walk. What, do I have to report to you every time I want to go for a fucking walk?
That's wrong.
No, it's not like that, but... Then leave me alone. Oh, okay. And then he just left. So that happened, but why did he come here?
See?
He probably wants to be a part of the group, but he can't be honest about it. He believes he's different from everyone else. That's why he's always alone. He's like the main character of an RPG. Have you played those before? Huh? When did we start talking about video games?
I see.
Even though we don't really know what he's thinking, I don't think we have any reason to doubt him.
I'm glad.
That's a relief. I'm glad. You keep saying you're glad, but we have no idea who the killer is. Well, I guess for now we should stick to the plan and head over to Byakuya's cottage. As long as the probability is greater than 0, that will suffice.
Unleashed even half of my power yet.
I will most assuredly reclaim the Hellhound earring with my own 2 hands. It seems he has no intention of investigating. Boyhiko! What the hell? Didn't I tell you to leave me alone? That's not happening. Didn't you hear Monokuma's announcement? Of course I did. Apparently Byakuya is the one who got killed. So what? What did you say? Do you think I'm the killer? Think whatever you want. I'm used to being mistrusted. That's not why I'm... Whatever, just tell me what you were doing while everyone else was at the party. Checking my alibi, eh? Well, I don't have one. I was just chilling in my cottage all by myself during that time. The whole time? Because Chiaki said she saw you in front of the old building. Nosy bitch.
Jeez.
It's true, I went for a little walk, and then, just by chance, I ended up passing by the old building. Were you really going for a walk? Don't tell me you were actually trying to join the party.
Don't fuck with me.
Why the hell would I do that? It's a coincidence. A coincidence. Alright, got it. Dumbass. Bye, Fuyuhiko. Fuyuhiko's so cute, but at the same time, like, he has such a baby face, but then he's, like, really mean. Huh? Fucked. I guess we need to ask him for help. And so, Nagito took a deep breath. Hey, Monokuma!
Did you call me?
Yay! Did you call for me? Nagito, when did you train Monokuma? Hey, Monokuma, I was wondering if you can do us a favor. There's something we want to investigate. Hey, who are you talking to? That's just my afterimage. When I get serious, my afterimage is unleashed. I could even play soccer by myself as long as I have this cloning technique. Though it would be boring to play alone. I don't have time for this. Just hurry up and open Byakuya's cottage already. This is for the class trial. It's something we really need. For the class trial? If it's for the class trial, there's no way I can refuse. Now then, there's only one spell that can open these doors.
I'll leave the rest to you.
See, I've unlocked the door. Now you can investigate to your heart's content. Why does it open with a magic spell? It's probably powered by electricity. At any rate, that performance was a waste of time. I see. I guess we should go inside
You're
then.
right.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Very studious guy. There's an envelope on the table. Is it a letter someone sent to Byakuya?
That's weird.
There's no sender. That looks pretty suspicious. Hajime, you should check what's inside. Yeah, you're right. Let's see. Huh? Be careful. The first kill will happen tonight. Someone will definitely kill someone. This is... Is this a crime warning? No, if it says be careful, it's probably a threatening letter. Regardless, who would send something like this? Maybe this is why Byakuya suddenly decided to throw a party. Huh? The first kill will happen tonight. Because someone made this threat to Byakuya, he gathered everyone, in one area and was extremely cautious about all the dangerous items. He was trying to create a scenario in which everyone could monitor each other. He thought if he did that, nobody would be able to kill anyone. So, he believed this crazy letter? He couldn't ignore the possibility of this happening, even if it was just a worst-case scenario. Remember what Byakuya kept saying? How he wouldn't let anyone become a victim? He couldn't overlook that slim possibility just to keep his promise. Then why did he keep it a secret? If he had just told us, he probably couldn't. He probably thought that was also a worst-case scenario. What do you mean? If everyone knew what was in this letter, whether it's a lie or not, everyone would have likely begun to doubt each other, and at that point, there'd be no turning back. So Byakuya tried to do something about this all by himself, without telling anyone? His strong sense of responsibility is the only explanation I can think of. Anyway, whoever sent this letter is also killed him, is that what you're saying? No, this could be a prank, and it might have nothing to do with Byakuya's death at all. What was that? You suddenly became really quiet. I see. He doesn't want to believe one of us could be a killer. But still, we've come all the way here, and it's the only thing I can think of. The person who wrote this letter murdered Byakuya. If that's the case, that person completely predicted how Byakuya would react once he received it, right? They planned to manipulate Byakuya and killed him right before our eyes in that old building. Damn it. Who the hell would do that? Someone devious. Hajime, there's probably not much time left until the class trial starts. Probably. Which reminds me, you asked Mahiru for a favor earlier, right? Yeah, I wanted her to find out where everybody was standing just before the blackout. She's probably finished by now. You're coming with me, right? Sorry. That's all you. Huh? I need some time alone. I'd like some time to collect my thoughts. I see.
Hey.
I understand. Also, if you're going back to the old building, you should hear what Mikan has to say as well. I think the results of her autopsy should be ready by now. I'll see you later. He was pretty pale. I wonder if he's okay. But now's not the time for me to worry about Nagito. There's not much time left. I better hurry over to the old building. Oops, I was about to go the exact wrong way. Hello. Monami! Hold on, let me talk to Monami. I like her. She's cute. I like her, but at the same time I don't like her. I don't know. Too cruel. This is just too cruel. Oh yeah, I might as well ask her about the old building's windows. Hey, do you have a sec? I want to ask you something. I don't wanna help you guys mistrust your friends. What the hell? It's not like we're doing this because we want to. No, now's not the time to fight about stuff like that. More importantly, do you know why the old building's windows are covered by iron plates? Huh? Iron plates? I covered them up so nobody makes the mistake of going inside, since it's dangerous because of the renovation. I see, the renovation, so that's why you covered them up. Because it's dangerous to go inside. Danger isn't supposed to exist on this island. This isn't how it was supposed to be. But why did it get like this? It's cruel. Too cruel. Just because it's cruel doesn't mean you can keep crying like that. Crying won't solve anything. We have to do this no matter what, damn it. Alright. What the hell was that loud voice just now? Mekumaru.
Huh?
I feel so lighthearted right now. I, Mekumaru Nida, have been reborn. I have no intention of losing anymore. Losing to who? I won't lose to anyone, not even to my past self. That sounds cool and all, but what are you even talking about? Shit! What? I don't know who was behind it, but someone tried to make a shitty bastard out of me. Some scoundrel was occupying the bathroom before the party was about to start. Now that you mention it, you said something like that shortly after the party started. I've been trying to use it many times, but the door just won't open at all.
Jeez.
However, if you think I'd be angered by something like that, you all underestimated my nerve and patience. Do all and achieve all with one's presence of mind. That is the goal of a true leader. In other words, a leader must never falter in any situation, but always have the presence of one's mind. He says that, but I'm pretty sure he was shaken up by that whole ordeal. Oh well, best not to go into it. Anyway, so you're saying the bathroom door was shut from before the party started to after the blackout?
So what I mean is...
And the bathroom was finally unoccupied after Byakuya's body was found. So that's about how long that lasted. What he said sounds stupid and irrelevant, but I should remember it just in case. So does that mean the bathroom is free? Can we look in the bathroom now? Probably gonna be fucking gross, but... Oh, well, he doesn't need to go anyway. That's okay. Time to talk to Mahiru. The good girl. Hey, let me talk to Mikan first, though. If you'd like, I can tell you a little bit of what I wanted to say. Did you find out anything? I tried within reason to perform an autopsy on Byakuya's body, and I discovered that there were several puncture wounds around Byakuya's chest and abdominal region. Deep wounds, deep enough to reach his lungs and internal organs. It can be assumed that a very thin, sharp object, around 5 millimeters in diameter, was used to stab him over and over again, which is what I believe. Hey, are you okay? I'm sorry, talking about it made me sad. There's no need to push yourself. I mostly got the gist of what you wanted to say. I'm sorry. Still, around 5 meters in diameter, huh? Isn't that pretty thin? That's as thin as an ice pick or an awl. Mahi! Hey, you're here. Where the hell did you wander off to? I wasn't wandering, I was investigating as much as I could. I see. Well, if you weren't slacking off, then I guess it's fine. So, did you find anything? Yeah, sorta. You don't sound too sure. Well, just take a look at this. Just as you told me, using the 2 photos I took before the blackout, I tried to pinpoint where everyone was standing. When I did this, this diagram was the result. So this is everyone's standing position before the blackout. Everyone's pretty much in the dining hall. I've made this diagram from analyzing those photos, so I'm pretty sure it's accurate. Just as I thought, Byakuya was standing a far distance from that table. It's impossible. There's no way he'd be able to move that far during the blackout. Huh? What's this line extending from the table where Byakuya was killed? It's the desk lamp. I drew the power cord for it, just in case. The power cord for the desk lamp? If that cord is extending from the table where Byakuya was killed, that means...
Hey.
So, did you find something? It's not clear to me yet, but... I guess you're right. I didn't really understand it myself when I was drawing it. I have a feeling that it's either a potential clue or just a waste of labor. No, it wasn't a waste at all. It's not clear to me yet, but there's no mistake that a clue is hidden here. An extremely important clue. It's time for the class trial. Let's do it.
Alrighty, guys. It's finally time. That's right. It's time for the long-awaited class trial. Now then, I shall tell you all the meeting place. At the central island of Jabberwock Island, there is a mountain with my adorable face carved into it. That, my friends, is Monokuma Rock. Once you're there, please proceed to the underground by taking the elevator located at the secret entrance. I'll see you soon.
A mountain with a carving of Monokuma's face at the central island. Let's go, Hajime. Hajime. I love this boy. He's like one of my favorite characters in this game, I swear. Huh?
Are you kidding me?
Hey, what the heck is that mountain? When did that get here? Never mind that. How did they even make a mountain shaped like Monokuma? That story might be true after all. There might be an enormous organization involved in all this. You mean what Byakuya said before, right?
Right.
Byakuya, we still needed his knowledge. Huh, still can't believe he's dead. Byakuya. What happened to Gundam and Fuyuhiko? Now that you mention it, it appears they aren't here yet. Ah, I know. They probably ran away.
No way!
Ah, hell nah. There's no way I'd let them escape, you know. Look, I dragged this one back over here.
With me.
I'm telling you, let me go. Hey now, if you keep acting violent, I might just eat you up. Hey, Fuyuhiko, what were you doing all this time? Nothing. I wasn't really doing anything. I was just chilling in my room when I suddenly heard that fat bastard got killed. Who the fuck cares about that guy anyway? You. How can you say something so irresponsible? We've been doing our best to investigate this murder, even though we don't want to, just to survive. Mahiru, that's enough. You too, Fuyuhiko. Dumbass. And I guess we're waiting for Gundam.
What happened?
I am right here.
Now then, let us begin.
Remember this well. A main character arrives when he intends to. Huh?
Hey.
It seems you noticed it too. If I did, then I'm right. Alright, now that everyone's all together, let's take the secret entrance to the trial field. Please wait a second. My, mon ami, just what are you doing here? Nobody asked for you. Do you actually want to join in? Do you want to taste how powerless you are at the class trial? You're an even bigger masochist than I thought. Oh well, I'm a big brother who dotes on his little sister. I shall allow your special participation. I'll go on ahead and wait for you guys, so hurry over.
Huh?
He told us to come, but how do we get there? I don't see any doors or vehicles.
What's going on?
He mentioned something about a secret entrance, was it? Secret entrance. What the? Something's shaking? This is dangerous. Everyone, please get down. Something came out. Could it be? Is he telling us to enter it?
What?
Such a suspicious aura. Even Crimson Steel Elephant Magazine is trembling with fear. That's so totally suspicious.
Hey!
Forgive me, seriously, just forgive me already. Hey, why don't we just stop here? I mean, none of this is real anyway. Like, not even remotely.
No way!
There's no way. There's just no way we'll find the killer. Complaining won't get us anywhere. If you're really a man, then man up for God's sake. We've come this far. We have no choice but to keep moving forward. You're right, there's nowhere for us to run. We need to do it. If that's everyone's decision, I'll just follow you guys. If this were a video game, it'd have a very high difficulty level. Let's do our best to clear the game. Shaking with fear and nervousness, I hesitantly lifted my feet and stepped onto the escalator. I won't think anymore. If I think, I'll run away. All I could do was stare upwardly intensely as the escalator carried me. And when each of us entered Monokuma Rock, this is an elevator. I see. This entire rock is an elevator. Once again, Monokuma is doing what he pleases. However, if he's gone this far and made something like this, I don't think he's playing around. Even so, we're going pretty deep. You're right. I heard an unnerving chattering inside my head. I soon realized it was the sound of my teeth. All I could do was purse my lips tightly so everyone else couldn't hear it. I will be right back.
Welcome! Ta-da!
Why, you...
Don't fuck with me!
Yes, I would like to save my current progress. Right here, please. I don't really have any skills. So, yeah, let's go.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person,
And everyone but the
I'll
blackened will
punish
receive
everyone besides the
punishment.
blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island.
Such a cruel rule.
Before we begin, I'd like to confirm one thing. Is there really a killer among us?
Most definitely. There's no doubt that the blackened is lurking among you. Such a sad state of affairs, isn't it? By the way, this class trial is gonna be 100% fair, so there's no need to worry. I'm the type who hates favoritism and prejudice. Well, not as much as I hate Monami, of course.
You hate me that much?
Now, let's begin.
You're telling us to begin, but what are we supposed to do?
No complaining, let's just settle this with our fists.
Were you even listening to the rules? Didn't that Byakuya bastard get killed in the dining hall, huh? Then everyone there is a fucking suspect.
Yeah, what you're really trying to say is that you're not the killer, right?
No shit. You guys went off on your own and started killing each other. This has nothing to do with me.
Huh? What does that mean?
Anyway, why don't we try talking about the most pressing issue on our minds?
Yikes.
Huh. The most pressing issue on our minds? Where we found the body. It's very strange to find a body underneath the table.
Then, let's start with that mystery.
The reason why Byakuya's body was discovered under the dining hall table. We can start with that, but ultimately, we need to find out who murdered him. We can't do that. No, thinking about if is a waste of time. We have to do this, no matter what. Non-stop debates. We can have fun, yep. Let's do it.
Why was Byakuya's body?
I'll put some blood stain under the table.
His body was underneath the table at the very back of the dining hall.
Okay.
After the killer murdered Byakuya,
Yeah.
they probably moved the body there.
No.
Huh? Why?
No, they didn't.
Obviously by hiding the body. They tried to delay its discovery! Like a dog burying a bone!
Huh? What you just said was strange. It clearly contradicts the information I know.
Why was Byakuya's body in a place
Yeah,
like
no,
this?
I know what it is.
At the very back of the
After the killer, they probably moved the body there.
Yikes, I can't aim!
No, that's wrong. No, I don't think the killer moved the body. Huh? Why? Try to remember what the body looked like when you found it under the table. Though there was a lot of blood everywhere,
Yeah.
there was no sign the killer actually dragged the body through it.
So that's why you think it's impossible that the killer moved the body. I see. I get your point.
And here I thought I had a genius idea.
Too bad you're so stupid and boring and unpopular. Your life is meaningless.
I respond better to praise, you know.
But if the killer didn't move the body, why was it under the table?
Byakuya was probably killed under the table.
What? You think he was killed under the table?
So Byakuya snuck under the table for reasons unknown, and that's when he was killed. Then, shortly thereafter, we found his body under the table.
That does make sense, but why did he go under the table?
Obviously, he was hiding so he could surprise us. That dude was always a big jokester.
The hell he was? You seriously couldn't tell what kind of person he was?
Maybe he panicked during the blackout and dove under the table.
It's a blackout, not an earthquake. Just because the power went out doesn't mean he'd dive under the table.
The reason why is probably connected to what Byakuya was doing during the party, don't you think?
The reason Byakuya dove under the table, if it's connected to what Byakuya was doing during the party, then it's probably, thank you. Would this not be it?
I can prove it with this.
There we go. I knew it.
It probably has something to do with the knife we found under the table.
Knife? Oh, you mean that thing that obviously screams, "I am the murder weapon!"
Byakuya probably noticed the knife was hidden there, so in order to get it, he moved under the table.
He was particularly sensitive to the presence of dangerous items, so I cannot deny that possibility. But how did he notice that there was a knife under the table?
If he knew beforehand, he probably would have done something about it before the blackout, right?
Then, instead of knowing about it beforehand, maybe he saw it right at that moment. Like, for example, he might have seen someone trying to take the knife out from under the table.
No, that's not possible.
What? You seem rather confident about that.
Of course. I have proof to back me up.
This is almost like a real trial!
Whoa, she has proof. There will be various weak spots standing in your way. No matter how many weak spots there are, there will be only one lie or contradiction in the debate at the time. This means there will be false weak spots. If you shoot a false weak spot with a truth bullet, not only will you fail to refute what was said, but you'll also lower your trust with everyone and your influence gauge will take damage. If your influence gauge reaches 0, you will fail, so please be extra careful. You'll have to rely on your own logic to determine which weak spots are actually lies or mistakes. Also, if you concentrate by holding down the R1 button, you can progress the argument slowly. Please use it whenever you feel like the statements are moving too fast for you to aim. Good luck and have fun. Cool. So pretty much like the first game. Let's do it.
I'm sure Byakuya ducked under the table during the blackout.
That sounds correct.
Oh, you can't shoot anybody.
If that's the case,
I can't shoot anything yet because the white noise hasn't been introduced.
You must have seen the killer take the knife.
But it was super pitch black! It was so dark I couldn't see my food!
Akane.
Byakuya couldn't see in the dark either.
Yes, he could.
No, that's
Yes,
wrong.
good, Peko Yama. Because Byakuya had night vision goggles.
No, Byakuya was probably the only one who was able to see in the dark.
Why do you say that?
He was using those night vision goggles we found under the table. He could have seen what was happening.
So, are you saying Byakuya was the one who used those night vision goggles?
Yeah, that seems to be the case.
Your reasoning is out of focus.
Whoa, hold on. Whoa.
No, that's obviously wrong. It should be the other way around.
Mahiru, where did you come from?
Seriously? The killer used those night vision goggles, not Byakuya.
Were you surprised by Mahiru's sudden argument? Just between you and me, I was also surprised. Just kidding. I'm sorry. Now then, when this kind of argument surfaces, you will go into a one-on-one debate called Rebuttal Showdown. In this mode, you have to counter the other person's claim, draw out their weak spots, and argue against them. Please counter the other person's remarks with the left stick. Based on the shape of the remarks, it's important to know whether to cut vertically, sideways, or diagonally. And based on that, you can skew the debate's mood to your advantage. On the other hand, On the other hand, if you ignore the other person's remarks, it will skew towards their advantage. In the bottom right-hand corner of your screen, a number that shows the sharpness of your counter is displayed. This is the number of times you can cut remarks during one round of the debate. You will lose counts of sharpness even if you miss, so please be careful. When the mood skews to your advantage for a certain length of time, the other party's argument changes. When that happens, it will end up divulging some weak spots. However, you cannot normally cut remarks that contain weak spots. Instead, it will skew towards the other party's advantage. Plus, it's going to be very big. It's like a regular debate. Please refute any weak spots with the triangle button. Of course, you don't have the correct truth blade. You will not be able to cut an opponent's remark. With the truth blade, I'm terribly sorry. It appears there's been a delay in contacting you. I'll make sure the person in charge of contacting you takes a very long vacation. In this mode, truth bullets, what we call truth blades, that's about it. There won't be any other changes to your handbook menu. Only the name was changed. But don't you think a change in feeling is important? Press the options button during these arguments. You can review the controls. Well, then good luck and have fun. I'm gonna be bad at this. I've never done this before, so I'm gonna be really bad at this.
If you just use common sense. The killer obviously used those night vision goggles. That's gotta be it.
Oh.
Get back down.
Get out of here. Get out of here, lady.
Where's your proof that the killer used them?
Uh-huh.
Because if they use night vision, then they couldn't kill Byakuya even in reality. So those goggles were planted and the killer brought them to the crime scene.
Oh.
Because if they used then they couldn't kill Byakuya even in reality. So those goggles were planted. The killer brought them to the crime scene.
No. I didn't mean to do that. I'm really bad at that.
Because if they used them, they couldn't kill Byakuya even if in reality. So those goggles were planted and the killer brought them to the crime scene.
Allow me to cut through those words. Sorry, your argument is false.
No, Byakuya was definitely the one who brought those night vision goggles.
Definitely? But why?
Inside the Duralumin case Byakuya had with him during the party, he found a smaller case for storing the night vision goggles.
Which means we can assume that the night vision goggles were kept inside that Duralumin case as well. Woohoo! I said assume! Ibuki never uses such clever language.
Plus, Byakuya was the only one who could have taken the night vision goggles out of the case, since he was carrying it around before the blackout in the first place.
I see. When you put it like that, it makes sense.
Then, was that knife inside the case too? If there were night vision goggles inside, it wouldn't be weird for a knife to be in there too.
It would be weird.
I am weird, aren't I? Times like this, I'd rather be fantasizing about tonight's main dish.
Territory, shut up. Like, Territory needs to be quiet. The knife was brought in the Duralumin case along with the night vision goggles too. No, that's not possible. The knife was hidden in the dining hall before the party even started. I should be able to prove it with the duct tape. Duct tape.
There was duct tape left under the table where the body was found. Huh? Duct tape? We probably hid the knife by duct taping it to the underside of the table.
Oh, so that's why we found duct tape there.
Though Byakuya was thorough, even he couldn't have noticed a weapon taped to the underside of the table.
This may be off topic, but why was Byakuya acting so paranoid? Not only did he bring a self-defense kit, but he had night vision goggles inside the case too.
That's true. He went above and beyond being a little cautious.
He really
Now that you
did.
mention it, that applies to the dangerous items he confiscated as well. It's one thing to be a little cautious, but performing a body check is a bit much.
He probably knew. Someone was planning to commit a murder.
Are you saying he predicted the murder? Could it be? Was he also in possession of the all-seeing eye?
No,
I
Tanaka,
think
he
so
was
too.
not.
Right, Hajime?
That's right. Byakuya probably knew there was a possibility that a murder would occur, and we can tell that because of a murder threat.
I can prove it with this! Everyone, can you please take a look at this?
Be careful, the first kill will happen tonight. Someone will definitely kill someone.
Hey, the hell is this?
Oh shit, why did I start? That was the third voice acting.
Hajime and I found this in Byakuya's
God
cottage.
damn it.
It looks like a threatening letter someone sent to him.
So, who's the someone? Nobody besides Monokuma would write such a dumb, threatening letter like that.
Wasn't me!
Are you sure?
The only lies I tell are friendly lies!
I feel like they're still alive.
lies.
Oh wow, okay Monami,
Doesn't
reading my
matter who
lines
wrote
like
it
that.
yet. So, Byakuya became paranoid because of this threatening letter?
He probably decided to throw a party because of the letter.
But I mean, it kind of does matter who sent it.
By gathering everyone in one place, he tried to create a situation where everyone could keep tabs on each other. In doing so, he tried to put the writer of the letter in a situation where he couldn't act. But the letter might have been just a little prank. As long as he was determined not to let any of us die, he couldn't take that risk. A strong sense of responsibility made him believe the letter was legitimate.
You should have told us you received a threatening letter.
If he had, we would have panicked. Byakuya probably knew that too.
So, he tried to do something about it without telling anyone?
I see. A strong sense of responsibility as our leader has his end.
Screw that noise! Who the hell wrote that letter?
Well, obviously, the killer.
The killer. Is it really one of us? Who is it? Among us, who's the one who killed Byakuya?
Enough already! Show yourself, you coward!
If they were willing to come forward, they never would have committed a murder in the first place.
But I still can't believe it. Someone in this room killed Byakuya. There's no way I can believe that yet.
Pardon me. Can I say something, please?
What is it, Miss Sonia?
I regret that I must return to this topic, but I just realized something concerning the night vision goggles. If Byakuya was indeed wearing those goggles, how did the killer manage to navigate in the dark?
You're right. They wouldn't have been able to see anything without the night vision goggles. But if the murderer had the goggles when they took the knife, then how did Byakuya see them?
Even if the knife bore some sort of mark, it would have been difficult to see it in that darkness.
No, the killer definitely used a mark. And because of this mark, the killer was able to get the knife from under the table into his hands, the glowing paint.
What if the glowing paint was the mark? Would he be able to get the knife even in the dark? In actuality, the knife we found under the table and the duct tape stuck to the underside of the table were both marked with glowing paint, right?
Does that mean the killer painted them in advance? But painting them with glowing paint? It's as if they knew the blackout was going to happen.
They had to have already known. That's why they used the glowing paint as a mark.
Which means whoever set up the blackout is the killer.
That seals it. The killer is whoever was in the office with the circuit breaker. Which means it was you, Peko Pekoyama!
Peko killed poor Byakuya? Was this island not big enough for two glasses wearers? I'm not the killer. Oh, I guess she's not.
How can you believe her so easily?
But with Peko's height, I don't think she'd be able to reach the circuit breaker in the office.
I don't care about a technicality like that. Peko's the one who tripped the breaker and caused the blackout.
By tripping the breaker directly from the office, Pekka was the one who caused the blackout. Is that really what happened? Agree spots. Please part the truthful is for if the other person's testimony is correct. When you're truthful, it's merged with your weakness, it will become a logically sound agreement. Isn't it a little hot in here? Good luck and have fun. Dang, okay, I see. Yikes, I have to remember everyone's account. Hold on. So hold on, wait, whose accounts do we have? Nekomaru.
She could have caused the blackout at any time.
Nekomaru Teruteru Chiaki. Hold on. Nekomaru's was the one about someone being in the bathroom before the party started. I think Teru Teru was something about the gas stove, yeah, and then who else was it? Chiaki's? Chiaki's was about someone not being able to get in through the... Yeah, it's about Fumiko.
That's impossible.
So I need Nekomai to
Huh?
count.
Why is it impossible? Because I was not in the office. Not even before the blackout.
What happened to your guard duty?
Sorry. Oh, you weren't in the office?
Just sorry.
That's clearly a desperate excuse.
Just...
Since Pekka was in the office, she could have caused a...
That's impossible. Huh? Why is it? Because I was not in the office. Not even before the blackout.
I agree with that.
I do. I agree with that.
No, I think Pekka was telling the truth.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
Don't tell me you're crushing on Pekko.
nothing like that at all. Nekomaru's account is actually Pecco's alibi.
Alright, guys. I can't believe I can look at my pet during this game. And give him like presents too. I'm so confused. But yeah, I will. A lot of things have just happened, and a lot of things have come up. So I will be. It depends, honestly. I might stream later, might not stream later. I don't know what's gonna happen. All I know is that I kind of have to go. Sorry for cutting it off so abruptly. Like, I wanted to be more, but there are some things that I need to take care of. So, I got like a good hour in, so I will see you guys later.
Dangan Ronpa.